been hundreds of people that have asked for us to grab girls walking by and interview them. I have no problem with that, but to be honest,
I mean, I think that people are tuning in to, you know, watch some Quake.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. To be honest, it
seems like a distraction from our mission.
And additionally, there's really not too many girls you really want to see on this either.
I mean, you guys are on the internet, right?
Yeah. You guys have heard of Google. If there's some exceptional girl that I see, I will grab her. But hasn't not been.
Hey, perhaps someone could grab Jibo for an interview.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like Reason and Team Russia are in the server.
Oh, scratch that. Oh, Hidden Fortress, the first map. Now, we've seen some ridiculous scoring stats on this map here, haven't we?
Yeah. So someone just asked for the score of our game against Sirius in this map. Paraphrasing, it was something like
we lost by maybe
186 to 211. That's how much we lost. Something like that.
I bet that's the exact
score. I'm betting it's not. But that's approximate score. So,
someone pasted the match results earlier, maybe.
Actually, I'm wrong. I'm off by 10. It should be like 221 to 186 or something, I think. Anyway, hey, the match is live. How exciting. Wonderful. Yeah, I was close. I was off by
Clock
3.
use Excel? I do. Very small Excel.
All right. Following at the start is Ziv from Team Reason. He's going to get an easy kill on Jibo if he can hit the shotgun, which he doesn't. Oh, boy.
That's, So, you know, from what we've seen on this map, and forgive us if we're not, you know, the most knowledgeable on this particular map. We just didn't practice it as much. But the general gist of it is it's a lot of cess. It's very cessy. A huge emphasis on LG and red and rail, as you can imagine. For example, it seemed like when we played Sirius, they ran 2 guys at LG and 2 guys at the red rail. And because they were so close, they could converge on each other at the same time and really defend that red. Looks like it's going to be an early quad picked up by Cooler with a rail gun. That's usually trouble. He doesn't have a whole lot of armor, though.
Yeah, my experience on this map in free-for-all is that one should get a lightning gun and a rail gun and try to finish off easy opponents as quickly as possible. Perhaps it's similar in TDM, but with more emphasis on controlling the railgun room. And the lightning gun room.
There's going to be some cess here. Russia's up seems to be. They have the control of the red armor area for the moment. Mike's is pretty low. Seems like it'd be easily cessed over. Reason seem to be tending to stay in the yellow armor side of the map, while Evil locks down the LG. Oh, and Mega.
Nice Mega
rail.
denial there.
Yeah, 2 health rail.
Let's see how many rails he can pull off with 2 health.
Well, he has 27 now. Should we stop counting? So it looks like Faz successfully took back the LG room, but he's getting cessed by the Russians.
So just for those who don't know, cess means basically to rush an area in kind of an uncontrolled way with whatever weapons you have, like machine gun.
Yeah, that's kind of an American term. I'm not sure what the Europeans refer to.
Think of it as a chaotic rush.
Constant rushing.
Like a cesspool of machine guns and players.
It's like Evil and Jibo. Yeah, so it looks like Reason is kind of putting a strong emphasis on on the LG, which is what they should do. Yellow's up. Noctis seems to have the room completely under control now. He should look to try and get a time on that Mega, but Quad is going to be coming up soon, so hopefully he'll opt to not do that. And
he's doing a good job not being seen by all of the Russian players at once. Keeping it one-on-one. And here comes the 3-man quad push. 4-man. Can Jibo hold it down? Ah, he gets the kill, but loses the quad.
Does manage to steal that quad. Jibo's making his way into the LG room.
Looking for a teammate or a weapon, probably. He finds Cooler.
Still looking for a gun. Perhaps maybe we could follow someone with a gun. Oh, looks like he got an LG. Not for long. Oh, and Faz gets the red armor. So now Reason's going to have a time on the red armor. You know, one thing that we would probably do is base an attack when that is coming back up. So But they seem to really be able to hold that room down for the most part. Again, Reason putting a strong emphasis on the lightning gun room, even when the Russians have the red armor room.
We got Mike's up top with the railgun and Cooler. If they can stay alive for a little bit longer. Oh, I was gonna say it's a very favorable position to have 2 guys alive with the railgun on this map.
Okay, so LG time is very important. Evil just picked that up, but he did get a time on it. And now he has a time on Mega, so that's probably pretty huge here. Let's see if the Russians can put keep control of that LG and Mega room based on that knowledge.
Taking a quick look at the stats, we see Evil and Cooler looking pretty good.
Evil has LG now down by the lower shotgun. He's creeping around the LG area. Again, he knows that LG is up soon, so he's going to be... oh, Faz! Faz getting a rail, stealing it, and leaving the LG up for his team. This might be a game changer for Reason here, especially with Mega coming up soon if one of them peeks it.
Yeah, and all 4 of them together.
All 4 of them together, a couple LGs. Quad also up soon. Oh, Cooler RJ. Oh, Cooler RJ.
Making the play to the quad.
Oh,
and missing the easy. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, forgive me for saying oh, boy, every time I get excited. It's kind of, well, anyway. Cooler's got the quad, looking good with it right now. Going for some easy rails. Nope.
So what we've seen so far is that Cooler plus rail.
Cooler can get the red.
With quad usually equals success for the Russians, but he's missed a few.
He's got to find the enemy, though. They're probably holed up at the landing gun room, and he's only got 8 seconds in his quad left.
Okay, so Cooler either purposely or inadvertently really just chose to kind of defend the red armor room with that quad. Missing a couple rails probably initiated that mindset, but that's actually pretty good for the Russians, although they seem to have lost it kind of congregating by the LG. LG is now up, so now they should look for a time on Mega and just really try and hold this LG Mega room down as long as they can. Perhaps try and get some easy kills on Reason if they're trying to attack it.
Faz sneaking to the Mega with 9 health.
It's up in 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Can he make it?
Oh,
no. Will the wall stop him? Oh, he runs away.
Yeah, one of the Russians just dropped after he got the yellow, so again, doing a good job.
Excellent.
Wow, Evil is absolutely stacked. See, okay, so it stacks like this. Looking at Evil, he's got 185 health, 80 armor, and he's got an LG.
I would love to see Evil get a rail or a rocket right now.
He does need a bit of a more melee gun. These are the sort of stacks on this map that really can swing the game, 5-10 frags within minutes. Or, seconds, rather.
Yeah, the only problem is just the limited lightning gun ammo.
So Mega's up now. Let's see if Evil peeks it. Mega's still sitting there for him. If he gets this kill, he'll probably check it. There he goes.
Looking good, Evil. Time to get quad.
Quad in 5 seconds. Oh, man, this could be pretty good.
An easy shot in the back against Deuce. And
Cooler
gets the quad
again. Oh, and
with
red armor.
The double stack red.
And some extra ammo for his shotgun.
He's got a rail. He's got 3 cells. Not that that's very useful.
Excellent.
And his shotgun bullets are treating him all the day.
Yeah. So now he's in a sweep Mega. Let's see if he knows the timing on it, which he should. See, this is good. He's staying with his team, and he's just moving to the key parts of the map, clearing it out with that quad, and dropping his teammates off, if you will.
And the red's coming up right now, and he should be able to get it. Oh,
what a
denied.
run.
Excellent run.
Scores here. Yeah, Cooler's 27 and 11.
Cooler and Evil are really putting on a show here.
This is very, very impressive. For those of you who don't actively play this map,
like me.
Yeah, like us. Getting a lead like this, if you do play the map, you can really appreciate it because it tends to be a really frag for frag type map. And when you can put together something like a 40-point spread like the Russians seem to be doing, that's pretty impressive. Against a high-quality team like Reason, especially.
Looks like Faz just denied the railgun.
He did.
And back to Cooler.
Oh, just
sick rockets.
Oh, he's just annihilating people.
Not going through the telly. Probably would get pummeled if he did.
Just deciding he doesn't like mics anymore.
Excellent.
I just heard the Russians scream something about staying at quad.
Yes. And they did it in English, too, which means they're serious.
Yes. I don't know how to say stay at quad in Russian.
Oh. You could try, though.
And someone is asking if Grim Dungeons is next. Could we get confirmation on that? Oh, Cooler denies Jibo the red. Unfortunately, you can't drop power-ups in this game.
Well, you can, just not in this mod.
Oh, okay.
With the latest Quick Live update, they enabled drop
Really?
power-ups for CTF.
I'm sure soon enough they'll tweak it so you can drop power-ups in TDM. Oh, and Team Rush is about to go down at the red.
Deus now with a pretty good stack. I'd like to see him get some more LG ammo. Okay, he did pick up that plasma.
And once he gets that shotgun, no. Ah, the plasma should be good enough. By the way, I agree that dropping power-ups would be bad.
Yeah, it'd be really bad. I was kind of nervous when they released the update. They didn't really clarify which mods the drop power-ups would be for.
Yeah, I was a little nervous as well. Yeah, I mean, not that it's the end of the world or anything if you can drop power-ups and TDM, but
it would totally change strategy, I think.
yeah. I wouldn't even mind seeing power-ups in duel. Just vary it up a bit.
Some haste and some regen.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or I would think quad, but
oh yeah, a quad.
yeah, a little quad in the duel.
CZM, what do you think about dropping power-ups and in CTF?
I haven't played CTF with power-up drop enabled enough to really know, but I'm all for varying up the gameplay. I mean, the formula for CTF's been basically the same for the past 11 years in Quake 3, so I see nothing wrong with changing it up a little bit to see how it goes. And if it's terrible, of course, you can change it back. But I mean, for instance, there was the grappling hook back in the day. That's taken out in Quake, and without that, it's kind of just like running around with guns with flags, and I think any new feature can make it a bit more interesting.
So you're saying CTF is about running in between flags with weapons?
No, it's more than that. But I'm saying there isn't like any distinctive feature like a grappling hook that really differentiates it from TDM with flags. And so power up drops. Oh, by the way, yeah, that was sweet. Cooler pummeling the quad. Should pay attention to the game more. Let's get more in the moment. Why don't we?
Okay. Some little
Cooler has been on a great streak just now. It looks like he's brought his
oh, look at Evil.
streak up to 44-19. Evil the same. Evil playing mainly at the lightning gun area.
Seems Cooler really is trying to play in this this creek area where the red armor spawns. That's where I've seen him the most. Sort of just working guys, doing damage on them before they either hit the teleporter or try and go to red or jump to rail. Just doing so much damage right there. This really seems to be like his position. It's kind of to me, it's a unique position. Oh man, just hitting every rail. I think he just hit 8 rails in a row.
Impressive.
Yeah.
So someone requests to kill both commentators. Well, sorry. You can mute us, I guess. But anyway, Cooler's put on a clinic with the rail right now. This is the favorite situation on the map when you got a little bit of armor, a railgun, and some melee gun like a shotgun. You can really get a lot of kills in a row.
Right.
Which is what we're seeing here.
So quad coming up soon. It looks like Deus is there. He's got LG and rail. He's kind of focusing on the yellow armor side up high, trying to deny any sort of entrance. He does manage to get the quad. Right now he's trying to figure out what exactly he wants to do. Looks like he's going to go down, sweep yellow. Picked up 2 kills, Cooler and Mike's around quad. Looks like he's going to get Cooler again. Now he's making his way towards LG. Back to red.
Doesn't look like Team Russia has enough guns to stop this quad.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty big run for Reason because he's definitely. It looks like he's taken out everyone on the Russian team at least once, and if he hasn't, his team had. This would now be the prime opportunity for them to kind of assert themselves back at the Red Armor LG position if they want any sort of hope of catching up to that spread of about 50 frags. Noctis did manage to sneak an LG right there, though. That's definitely going to hurt the Russians a little bit. Now,
What's going?
I was going to say, it seems to me, Nelson, that they can't really, even once they kill the whole Reason team, they can't really manage to keep control of the Red Armor area. Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, it's just the nature of the map. And kind of one of the unfortunate things, from my perspective, about these very sussy TDM maps is that you can't see comebacks of epic proportions. Those usually happen when one team gets a complete lockdown because the other team goes a little bit too defensive in the later part of the game. Whereas in a sussy map like this, it's very hard to make a 50-point comeback in the last few minutes just by playing perfectly and locking down everything.
See, I would think
I could be wrong.
I would think the opposite. I would think that it would be pretty easy to make a 50-point. I mean, 3 minutes. Well, not 3. 3 minutes is a little unlikely, but I mean, it's definitely doable at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it happen.
Right. It does look like the Russians are still, asserting their 50-point lead. Quads very soon. It looks like Russia, at least Mike's, is choosing to not contest it. Ziv does walk away with it for Reason. He's making his way down to the Red Armor room. Cooler there. He's down to low health. Cooler, he actually missed 2 crucial shotguns on Cooler. Oh! And Cooler teleports with his pommel out. Ziv follows him, and Cooler destroys him.
Nice shotguns. Yeah, I'm glad to see the Russians pick up what was probably their map pick.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that is twice that Cooler has pummeled the quad carrier to death. We missed the first one because we were discussing some probably off-topic banter.
Mike's in his favorite position with the railgun.
Yeah.
Out of harm's way.
Deus putting some pressure on him. Counter-strike behind us going crazy.
I just received IRC confirmation that this map is indeed the Russians' pick, and that they've been picking it consistently throughout the tournament.
Okay.
So it looks like they have indeed put some work into it.
It's always good to win your map pick.
Or so I've heard.
Yeah, or so. Or so we've been told. Jibo just showing us how bad the Quake Live shotgun actually is.
Let's take another quick look at these scores. I mean, they speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Nice going, Cooler.
This map, I wish if we were more familiar with the setup, it'd be easy to do, but this map's always a fun map to check the damage statistics on. It's fun to see kind of who's done the most damage and taken the least and vice versa, because you can really do a lot of damage on this map if you play it well, it seems like. I think we saw Silent Sep?
Yeah, Silent Sep had about
16,000, was it?
14,000.
14,000.
But the typical damage in that game was 9,000. This was in the game Serious Gaming against Ultra Frag Extreme, our team from yesterday.
Yeah.
He put on a clinic as far as damage is concerned. So we, so to clarify, we all had about 9,000 damage. He had about 14,000 damage. We being our players and the guys in the other team. So well done to him.
It seems like Reason is kind of all conjoined here at LG now with 2.5 minutes left. Probably safe to wrap this one up. Or 3.5 minutes. Oh, no, 2.5. I was right.
Fast as a railgun, he typically hits a lot with it. So let's see if that happens.
I like your style.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So someone asked, or someone suggested it would be nice to have a camera behind the teams when they played. And I do believe that some videos were recorded of us playing at least some scrimmages or maybe even our matches.
Yeah,
And we also recorded our mumble during our match. I mean,
we did also record.
not that this is anything really to preserve for posterity, but
Right. You know, in case
Yeah.
anyone wants to hear exactly how it sounds to lose.
yeah, don't need an instruction manual to do that. But
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good mention. Sturmy was one of the people that actually was walking around with his camera.
1 minute
So, I mean, I don't really know where you find it, but I'm sure it's online somewhere. I don't know if he's even still doing it, but
someone's saying that he had a live cam on him and his
Yeah.
team. That'd be very interesting.
Oh, okay. I did see him do that. I don't know where it is. You probably maybe I think it's website. I don't know what it is. But it's probably something like sternme.com. I don't even know if I'm allowed to plug other things on this. Probably breaking all sorts of rules.
So it looks like Reason has come back quite a little bit in the last 5 minutes, but hey.
Someone just asked if Rafa ever swears.
No.
No, I have never heard him swear. I've heard him say a couple questionable words that I have since found out are not technically swear words, which is why he says them. I won't mention them on the stream, but he said some questionable things.
Nice going, guys. Russians having a little team cheer to conclude the map.
We tried to come up with a team cheer, but
Well, I suggested that we come up with a team cheer, and the suggestion was shot down promptly.
wow, so many questions.
Someone asked me about. Yeah, let's get this corrected.
Okay, so it looks like, oh wow,
Dreadful place. All
dreadful
right.
place for a reason.
vote passed.
Can we get a Jibo interview?
I would love to get a Jibo interview after the game if we can grab him before his smoke break.
Yeah, his inevitable smoke break, the Team Russian smoke break, if you will, every 15 minutes on the 15 minutes. We'll grab them if we can. They might have to play immediately after because they're kind of pressed for time, I think.
2 hits.
So
Impressive.
our
Team Russia having a little team chat right now, perhaps with one of their managers or coaches or something. Going over what they're going to do in the next map, I guess.
Is Peacemakers still around in CTF? They are not. They retired. They retired in 2003, I think, after QuakeCon 2003. A lot of the guys still play, like PM Thanatos or Gnosis.
And I see the Reason guys still sitting down at their PC right now, probably talking over on their voice communication what they're going to do.
Russians have all stood up and are forming some sort of team huddle.
I'm not sure who the guy talking right now is. It's not one of their players, but he seems to be.
I actually spoke with him before. He's their team manager.
Okay, so the team manager in Russia is making a lot of hand motions right now and explaining something to the 4 players on the Russian
This
team.
is actually very amusing. I wish we could show you this somehow.
And he's holding up some fingers like 2 and 3 and then moving his hands around and
Oh, this guy!
looking very excited.
This guy is hilarious.
Probably explaining something about the game,
Yeah.
is what I'd guess. Like, do this in this situation.
Webcam, we can show it.
I don't know if it'd be possible to orient the webcam to show the...
Does this move? Oh, they're all sitting back down.
Yeah, they're sitting back down, getting ready to play.
That's unfortunate. That was very entertaining. Is cheating that bad in North America? Nobody knows. I mean, you can only speculate so much if people cheat. It does seem like people aim very well right now, to put things lightly. I would imagine that there are definitely some illegitimate players.
So Ziv, who was one of the Reason players with not very good stats last game, is complaining that his sensitivity changed. Oh well.
On that note, I actually had sensitivity problems here in terms of my mouse not really working the way it should when I plugged it in, but not the same ones that Rafa
We'll
has.
start the game watching Evil. who made a beeline to the Mega Health.
Looks like he's going to get Mega. Missing some easy shotguns on Noctis.
They're not that easy, at least for me. I'd have missed them too.
For the record, I would not have missed those.
Oh, well, good job, Clock. Faz in control of the red armor room with the railgun where he wants to be. Taken out by Ziv, who has now fixed his sensitivity issue and is ready to go. Taking out the quad. Very nice.
So it looks like Reason right now is kind of split. There's Deus and Ziv around the rail. Looks like the Russians have asserted... Well, they had control of the red armor, but Faz just annihilated them.
But the rails are making all the difference right now coming up from
Ziv,
the Reason players.
I mean, this just kind of shows how important the rail is. Ziv finally missing the rail there. Looks like Jibo's probably going to take him out.
Jibo has a grenade launcher. He was always known for his grenades in Duel and Quake, so let's see how he uses them in TDM. Yeah, nice commentary. I know. Whatever.
Good one.
Anyway, he got the railgun, doing a good job, keeping it away from the other guys.
We're killing the ratings, Nelson.
Yeah, probably just lost 500 viewers. Anyway, making a push into the red armor room.
Thanks, Captain.
But going down to some heavy machine gun fire.
Okay, so talking through the players, it looks like Reason and Noctis are down by the rail. Deus is on the perch directly across from the red on the LG side. Now just taken down by the Russians. It seems like the Russians have regained control of red armor. It looks like they have a rail. Most of them are just kind of... Most of the Reason guys are just floating around in the outskirts of the map. This quad is coming up though, and it seems like we're probably gonna get there soon. We'll follow Deus for this,
or Mike's.
Or Mike's.
I really wish there was a way to see the team overlay in spectator mode. It would make it very much more easy to
imagine that.
See how to. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Some crazy nonsense just happened at quad. I don't even know how to describe it.
Quad is still up and cool. Oh man. Cooler just managed to steal the quad with 5 health.
He is crouching unnecessarily, probably to indicate his elation over that wonderful outcome. And now it's time to cause some trouble at the red. Let's see if the other Russian guys go in first to distract.
Oh man. How do you feel about that miss?
Not as bad as Cooler right now. Switch to rail.
Oh man. Really uncharacteristic misses here by Cooler with that railgun. Teams are tied up now. Russians seem to have full control of the red armor, though. Ziv is pushing in with rockets. Probably not the smartest idea. He does have plasma, but this typically... see, these are the sort of kills... Well, he did manage to get one, but it was pretty lucky. Those are the sort of kills you want to try to avoid on this map, I think. Those unnecessary 3v1 pushes.
Yeah, Ziv's going down there, no problem. No damage output.
You know, he ran in there again, and his team's not with him. It's really negative EV.
Teams are tied. Red leads.
Lots of back and forth. I mean, the action really speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It does. Oh man. Reason now. Looks like Reason is kind of. Looks like it's kind of turning into a little cess fest.
It's going 1 for 1. I mean, they've been
red.
tied for the last 8 frags.
EV is estimated value or expected value. It's a poker term.
Faz returning the pummels to Cooler. Payback for all those quad pummels from last game.
So Jibo's making this. Looks like the Russians have. Well, they had control at the quad. Looks like they'll probably walk away with this. And Mike's just taking everyone out. Quad's up right now. Let's see who manages to pick it up. It is going to be Cooler.
Quad time for Cooler.
Again. So it looks like they're really trying to get the quad and Cooler. Sam Noctis just rushing him with shotgun, managed to take him out. He had about 80 health. Noctis with fresh spawn with shotgun.
Clutch.
That was pretty clutch. Typically, it's sort of easy to make it out of quad room with the quad here because there's usually just waves of attacks and obviously the last wave standing gets the quad, and then it's sort of a hunt for the quad. But we haven't seen too many besides that first one, I believe. Well, I guess there's only been 2, so that would make sense.
Blue leads.
So the Russians do have the red. At least one of the Reason players is a railgun, though, so that will help them if they try to push. Looks like Mike's is the guy who's trying to deny it.
Teams are tied.
And from having played against Reason in some practice games, I know that Thaz and some other Reason players do like to attack the railgun in sync right before it comes up, which we just saw.
Okay, so all 4 of the Russians are at the red armor area right now. I'd like to see one of them with rockets kind of push out towards LG and secure that hallway off so their team can have a little more breathing room.
Blue leads.
And then, of course, try and get a time on that rail.
There we go. Reason is pushing on that railgun.
Leads.
Oh, Mike's nearly...
Teams are tied. Blue leads. Teams are tied. Blue leads.
Yeah, they've been going toe-to-toe since around the 25 frag mark. Nice move, Mike's. Oh, getting a little too close. You know, I'm noticing with this faller killer run, it seems like no player gets more than 1 kill in a row.
Yeah, this is, it really does seem like a one-for-one style game. I mean,
Now Deuce is certainly going to die soon.
Evil walking away with a quad. He only has 10 health, though, so he has to try and be careful.
Can he pull it off, though?
He's probably going to want his teammate to lead the way.
That 35 probably felt very refreshing.
This is always tricky when you come out. Yeah, and there it is.
Nice
Baz.
footstep rocket right there.
I'll tell you, taking quad up to that mega perch is pretty risky. There usually is someone sitting in that corner.
I've been taken out there once with quad myself, and it doesn't feel too good.
Reason seeing that this 5 frag lead may not seem like much, but it's the biggest lead that we've seen since about 30 frags. So. Baz with a great rocket there. At
Those
red.
rockets always make the player who hits them smile. Okay, Jibo giving his Weps to Cooler.
Excellent.
And then continuing the 1-for-1.
Oh, looks like Reason's finding a way to pull ahead here slightly. But, I mean, again, 10 frags might not seem like much, but the way this game's been going, it could be the make or break.
Yeah, I can't explain it, but it looks like Ziv is the guy who's turned it around. I mean, everyone's pretty much even net except for him. And, 7 net and 7 frag lead for his team. Could just be that he's got a nice spree here and there.
It's interesting. I don't know. It really is kind of hard to determine what strategy these teams are running, because just when you think they're doing one thing, like conjoining at the red armor, they immediately all disperse to the other side, and I think that contributes to why this 1-for-1 is happening. I bet if they put a little more emphasis on either one side of the map, they could really slow it down and set up an appropriate attack on quad here. But as I say that, it looks like the Russians are pretty well set up at the quad. Evil is going to walk away with it.
But will he
He
get a
is
rail?
railable, and he is challenging a railer in the shotgun room.
Oh, and the railer
ran out of
misses.
ammo.
He wants that rocket to hit.
Man,
oh no, and gets
Noctis,
taken down by plasma.
9 health, doing an amazing job
Wow.
avoiding quad rockets. Manages to take out the quad.
And to get out with his guns.
That's probably one of the
That's
best
a key
plays.
play.
Yeah, that is a key play.
That's brought him to a 10-point lead.
That is a game-changing play. And he gets the red armor. That really probably was the play.
I
of the
mean, that's
game.
obviously a huge play. Or maybe a negative play by Evil, peeking so much with plasma coming around the corner.
Yeah, so one of the things that I, with quad, I think a lot of teams try to be way too aggressive with it. The achievement is quad itself. It is not so much the kills you get with it. So the fact that Evil had quad and he was pushing into that shotgun room, he knew he was railable and he was challenging a rail, and that's just not a good situation to go in. He could have easily gone around the mega side or dropped low and put himself in a much better position to come back and finish some players off rather than immediately challenging in that sort of situation, which is definitely not a smart thing to do.
You know, that's one way to see it, that he got a little greedy there. But from another perspective, maybe he worried, okay, here's a situation where I can finish off their railer right away in a controlled situation. If instead I go to the Mega Health, that railer will have the chance to confront me in the open there, and I might not be able to, know which entryway he's going to come from. Might not be able to take him down as easily. So it was a gamble, and it didn't pay off, as we now see.
I could see that. I don't know. Hindsight's 20/20, I think. So it's easy for me to say that was a bad play, but
Totally. Noctis stacked without ammo, but that's nice.
he is going to be he is going to be rushing in the quad. I'd probably like to see Ziv go first, and he does. Just kind of bulldozing everyone. Now this should be Noctis' quad, providing. Oh wow.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
This is just going to be devastating. Let's see what he does here. Seems like he's going to drop low. Probably. There's a railer down here. Taking that out would be key. So he not only has the time on the rail.
He has a rail.
He has a rail.
And gives it away to a teammate.
It's a good team play.
And now he'll probably clean up the lightning gun. And we see them getting a 20-point lead.
And he gets Mega. This is some really game-changing. I'd say this is the MVP of this game so far. Is definitely going to be Noctis. It's a great quad run. What he did on that last, being able to take out that last quad, and he's kind of just showing some great team plays, dropping guns to weapons, or dropping weapons to teammates. Excuse me. He's trying to really control the key areas. He's picking up on spawns. He's sort of running all over the map and just playing really smart. And
it looks like they're trying to control the railgun now, and they certainly have control over the lightning gun after that quad run. So I'm seeing a big weapon advantage for Reason in the next few minutes.
Okay, so if you were Team Russia right now, what would you tell them, or what would you do to as a game plan to try and get back into this game?
Right now they got 45 seconds before the quads. They should be ganging up on a few of the weapons, getting armed. Well, it looks like they're doing fine. They got lightning guns, railguns. They lost one of their players, but